Hey, what's going on, guys? Good morning. It is Saturday. It is cleaning day. As you know, I spot clean every day. I come in here, I check tubs, I check for eggs, I check pairings, I check waters, etc. But Saturdays are the days that I go through and I clean everything. So that means cleaning out water bowls perfectly. You know, I fill them up, I take out the liners, I put in new liners. Even if they're just barely got something on them, I'll take them and toss them. So I'm going to show you a little bit of what or how I clean tubs, because we use the Repti-zorb liners here. And again, if you're looking to get those Repti-zorb liners, you can contact Superior Shipping Supplies. They've got Repti-zorb liners, boxes, delis, the whole 9 yards. But this is the place to get those. Or you can contact me at JDH Reptiles, gmail.com, and I can set you up with a deal, get you some sent out directly to you. Alright guys, so the Repti-zorb liner, not just paper, so just so you know, it is a thicker absorbent pad. It is very thin, but it is, I'd say it's like parchment paper thick, maybe a little thicker than that, but it does absorb very well. So if you're smaller snakes to urinate on them, this will absorb it within about an hour, and the smell pretty much goes away. And depending where the, you know, there's sometimes I check tubs, there's a little urine here in the corner, I just leave it because it's not going to bother the snake. It's not wet anymore. It works well. Now I will say, using the Repti-zorb liners on your large animals, when they pee and they drop like a quart or more of fluid, this doesn't absorb that. So there are times I've picked this tub out with one of these in there and there's some standing urine. It's a lot of urine for this to take up. However, what I do want you to consider is if that was on cocoa, you may see the spot where the cocoa is wet, but I guarantee all that urine did not stay there and it's floating down on the bottom of the tub and getting mixed in with all the cocoa. So leaving your coconut in for a month may be okay in some cases, but some of the things you can't see are still in there, and it's always keeping a dirty tub. Now with that being said, I also believe that there's such as too clean that I think a lot of people in this industry are getting to, where they sanitize daily and they strip everything down. And in my opinion, it's like taking a child and not exposing it to the elements. You don't allow it to build an immune system at all, and I think you make a weaker individual because of that. I think the same thing can be said here for animals. That's my opinion. I'm not backing that up with science, but I do think it's logical. So I'm not one who strips every day. If there's a little mess in the corner or something, I leave it. There are some times where my snake will poop. It'll get on like the side of the tub, and I will pick it out. I'll pick the poop out, wipe that off, and there might be a little bit here in the corner or right here in the flat, and I'll leave it because it's not going to affect the snake. And if anything, I think it helps to build a little bit of immune system for those animals. But also, a lot of people believe in the whole breed them dirty, feed them dirty thing, and I kind of go with that as well. And now, don't get me wrong, very clear about this. If I have a messed up tub, I clean it, plain and simple. But if there's just a little tiny bit here or a little tiny bit here, I don't bother with it. I'll wait until the next day or two when they actually make a mess, and then I clean the tub. So I'm going to show you some tubs. I haven't done any cleaning in about 3 days. So 3 days, there's going to be some dirty tubs. Alright, so my setup when I'm going to do a big clean like this is I have 2 containers of water ready to go. I have a spray bottle in case I need it. I have gloves on. My trash can's open. And I have paper towel roll on the wall. I take about 30 or 40 sheets and I pre-pull them, get them ready to go, so I can grab one when needed. Alright, so the first tub, as you see, is a little dried rat turd. Other than that, the liner's pretty clean. I pick the animal up. I inspect this beautiful pastel Huffman female. Now she's looking good. Set her back here where the heat's going to be. I inspect the rest of the liner. Everything looks good. Water is still clean, so I'm not going to fuss over that. We'll move on to the next tub. Alright guys, next tub. So as you can see, water's dirty. So I'm going to take the water. I have a bucket here that I'm going to dump the water in. Take a paper towel. Wipe the bucket or the water container out. And if I can't get it clean, I just replace it. I keep delis on hand, but a lot of these have already been replaced within the last week or so. So that deli, that's clean, it's good to go. So I take my pastel blackhead here, who is a feisty little one. You see he's got a little bit of stuck shed, so we're gonna make sure we mist a little bit. Here in Michigan, our humidity in the wintertime is awful. So I do fight humidity. I have a humidifier in this room. So what I do every once in a while is I have to spray a little bit. I'll spray on the back sides of the tub and a little bit on the Repti-zorb liner. And when I put it back in the tub, they'll create a humid spot back here, and that shed usually comes right off afterwards. So you can see this liner. You can see the brown color from the urine. See how it absorbed it? So let me grab it, and it just absorbed it right up. So this stuff works really well for when it's just a normal urine or a poop. I take the liner, I toss it. So I'll look at the tub. The tub needs a little bit of cleaning. I use a spoon to get in the corners. This spoon does not go back into my house, by the way. And just scrapes all the urates out of there. Now I don't worry about getting these 100% clean every time. I've got some dried urates that are really tough. I wait until I plan to soak it. So I just spray bottle of water. This is not a disinfecting time. This is just a cleaning time. And then I come in here and I just wipe the tub down. Alright, so that's a clean tub. So I'll take my new Repti-zorb liner. I lay it in here. Now these Repti-zorb liners are cut to fit. However, there's two styles of ARS tubs. They have a larger bowl and a smaller bowl. I guess a generation ago they had a smaller bowl. These liners were pre-cut incorrectly, but I'm still using them. I actually use them for scraps as well downstairs in the smaller hatchling tubs, but I do use them up here. I do have ones that fit exactly, but I'm not going to waste them, so we'll use these. And all I did was I cut little notches around the water bowl, and then it just slits right over it. So I'll fill the water. Fresh water I usually give half to 3/4, because every once in a while an animal want to put their face in there or body in there, and then they just soak and ruin the liner. So I will spray down the back here, because again we do have humidity issues here in Michigan, and this animal does have a little bit of stuck shed. So there's that. That's what I do. Now I just grab my animal. And again, he's got that little bit of stuck shed on his head, so I give him a little spritz right there, and it'll be gone later on today. Alright, so here's the poopy one. So again, grab my animal, nice super black pastel male, breeding some ladies this year. Just slide him underneath and let him go down there. gonna take the water out. And even though the water looked clean, we're gonna take it out anyways. Alright, so I grab the liner. I usually pull it up and over the bowl. I separate side to side. And I try and scoop the poop like that. Now you see I got a little here. So I just grab a paper towel. And the tub's clean. And a new liner inserted. Some fresh water. And then I grab my animal here. And he'll go back in the rack. So again, guys, that's it. I mean, simple and easy. It's not nearly as bad as it looks. I will show you some if I get some real bad ones, but that's it. So I can do this entire rack typically about 20 minutes. I mean, it takes, not all need to be done. If all need to be done, say a half hour to go through, clean them out, put a new liner in them, put fresh water, put them back in the rack, move on. And I go back and forth. So get it done, get it moving. Then I go over my FB40s. I do those females. Then I do the 70s, and then I do the 10s. And I just move from here to here to here. I use no cocoa, not even in the winter anymore. I will say when I did, I used Cocoa Block by Freedom Breeder. I thought that was the best I used. But these liners make cleaning so easy. It's so fast, and you could be much more diligent about it, in my opinion. And actually scrub the tub if you need to, disinfect if you need to. You know, you get the opportunity to do that daily, whereas using cocoa, you're kind of, in my opinion, you're just hiding the poop, or you'll see the poop, but you're hiding the urine, and you're really just skipping half the cleaning. With this, you do the whole cleaning, but you do it quickly because everything is trapped onto that liner. It is so efficient. And when you have a collection, you know, I've only got 100 animals. If you have what's 2,000, 4,000, 5,000, whatever, unless you're just waiting and doing a weekend, you know, once a month and doing everything, this is the way to go. If you've got 100 animals or less, in my opinion, this is the way to go. You spend 45 minutes a day, you can do 100 animals and get it knocked out. So thanks again, guys. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please send me a message. Otherwise, please like the video, share, subscribe. We are getting a lot closer to that 1,000 subscriber mark. Again, at 1,000 subscribers, we're gonna give away a ball python. What it is, you'll have to wait and find out. All right. So here we got a nice poop in the back, and this girl has covered her tub in urine. So you can see that, all the brown. It's very easy to tell when they've peed. So we will change that liner, and we will clean the corners and get her all set back up. Like that. I see people who have to like scrape their tubs, like really get in there with a scrubby and scrape them, and you know, if you're scraping like trying to get all the stains out of it, I guess whatever. These tubs are gonna stain as it is, but like when I see them scraping the poop, I think to myself, like, how long has that been there? And if they're using coconut, they probably don't know, because they pulled the chunks out, but they didn't pull the residue out that was around the corner. So when you're using the liners, it's nice because you can see it. You pull it all out, you wipe it out, you're good to go.